Will Tank Davis lose that zero? Canelo Alvarez and William Skull opening press conference. And oh my goodness, Dana White is coming to boxing. All that and more next on Spit Bucket Podcast.
This is JJ Solomon.
This is Ray Bradshaw, Mr. RTBA. Mr. These boys can't touch me on my worst day. This is the Spit Bucket Podcast.
It's your boy, Mr. RTBA, Mr. 214, Senor Dos, 114, Senor Dos, 14, Mr. Undeniable, Mr. These boys can't touch me on my worst day. This is Spit Bucket Podcast, episode number 88, and I'm out here with my dog, my partner in crime, my brother from another, Mr. JJ Solomon. What's poppin', my guy?
Oh, you know, bro, I'm an old man now on this side of 40. I'm in that 40 club. And before we go on, though, I got to give a salute and a shout out to my boy, Mr. ILTBA, for the magnificent birthday surprise. As I found this in the mail this week, some new TSB drip, recognizing that we've been around since 2021. The Spit Bucket Podcast, looking mighty fresh. I appreciate it. Matching hat. So, Mr. ILTBA, I appreciate you, dog. You didn't got to do all that, but I like us rocking the Twinkie look today, bro. How you doing?
Oh, yeah, man. I just appreciate you, bro. What words can't express, you know what I'm saying, our friendship and just coming together and, getting this boxing game and, the trials and tribulations of it, bro, just going through it is real. And once you get an understanding of what you really got to do, bro, it's just magical. And I just appreciate that. Man, I'm just happy, bro, about life. I'm happy about boxing, JJ. What we got to discuss tonight, it's just like everything is coming out of nowhere, Jose Jr. Like nowhere, and like who could have pondered that we as boxing fans will be able to see something like this? I'm excited. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh man, me too, dog. Me too. Hey, shout out who we got movies, reviews, and trailers. I've been in the 50 Club, brother. Hey man. Hey, before we move on, I do want to take a second to acknowledge something about the birthday. I don't want to just sit here and talk about my birthday, but I do want to say this because I want to show some gratitude to the big man above. I turned 40 on Tuesday. I'm starting my 41st lap around the sun. But I have to say this because, like I said, I feel like I have to just say thank you, God. 39 was the best year of my life, man. And I'm just so grateful for it. And it was a year of miracles for me. And this is the main reason I want to share this, because if anybody's watching, and sometimes people just need to hear something encouraging. I don't know what y'all spiritual beliefs are. I don't know what y'all's anything along those lines are, but absolutely a year of miracles. My little baby showed up. My baby got here last February. Listen, if you knew anything about me and my beautiful wife Amanda's relationship, you know that our marriage is a miracle. And I won't get into details there, but just know that my baby Juliana is a miracle. Medically speaking, I have, for those of you guys who might know, I have this disease. I had this disease called achalasia since 2006, man. I couldn't eat, major operation after major operation, prayer. This year, I finally just committed to prayer, man. And some things happened, a couple of things over December and January, middle of the night type things, the stuff you read about, guys. And, I'm not here just to throw Bibles at people and stuff like this. I just want folks to know, in case you're doubting, is it real? Listen, guys, I can eat. I've traveled with this guy, and you can ask him what it's like to eat with me. It's a terrible experience. And I've even talked about it on the show. And I've been trying to figure out how to tell this to mass volume of people, but figured this is a good time. Just want to say thank you to the Lord above. I'm not embarrassed I'm not afraid I'm not embarrassed. I want to talk about it. If you have a real good diet, you're going to tell all your homeboys. So I want to tell you guys, 39 was the best year of my life. It's the first time, this past few years, the first time I've ever just submitted my life to Christ. And my goodness, guys, the fruits are paying off. So if anybody needed to hear that, I hope so. If y'all didn't, well, too bad. But Jesus is real. Christ is king, and I am healed. So I just wanted to throw that out.
Hey,
Hey,
nah, for sure. Nah, for sure. Like for sure, bro. Like we we ain't on here to take away from what nobody else believe in, but we believe in Jesus Christ, the Almighty Lord and
sure.
Savior, Jesus Christ. You understand me? I ain't a perfect person, right? I do a lot of things wrong, but I, ask my God to forgive me, and for my sins that I do and that I done did back in the
Hmm.
in the days, bro. Like, because that's when this gets serious, right there. When you think about all the BS you did back in the day, and you asking God to forgive you for that. But the main thing about it is, God say, ask for forgiveness and let it go, and you shall be forgive. So I want everybody to take that for food for thought. But
Hmm.
yeah, man, we ain't been on here in a long time. Jose Jr. You
Yep, yep,
understand
yep.
me? I'm
I'm
excited. We
That's actually
dripping.
that's Joseph
We
Harrell. What's
dripping.
up, Joseph? That was Mr.
Oh,
That's
that's my
Mr.
boy.
Joseph. I was kind of hoping you tuned in, man. Good stuff. We appreciate you on. I didn't recognize the
Yeah,
YouTube
shout out to
handle.
my guy Joseph. I was on his show earlier tonight, War Week. I was on there for about 10, 15 minutes, just shooting the game. Joseph, one of my guys, man. When I first came into this game, man, who just really took me under his wing. Like, I came into the game who I am, right? Like, nobody didn't make me, but when you come into this game and you can embrace people who can help you get a better understanding of boxing, and Joseph was that guy. Big dog salute,
For
Joe.
sure. And we're on the subject. Joseph knows this, but I will always be forever grateful for him because my very, very first credentialed event was me doing in work for Joseph Heron. So thank you, sir. Much appreciated, man. Much appreciated. Yeah, I got a lot of comments. Oh yeah, very interesting. Appreciate you guys. Salute, fellas. Before we
Oh
get
yeah, and
into
hold up real quick, JJ, real quick,
say two.
because real quick before we get into it, I got to shout out to my home girl Naisha, who made this drill for us. She knew that I was getting this done for your birthday, bro, and I told her we was gonna give a big shout out to her, and
Hell
I
yeah.
want everybody to go shop with her. Right, I will clip this video, put it on all my social media and them, and get all her interview, JJ, and she was asking me today, how your partner like his drip? Tell her how you like your drip,
I
Jay.
love it. My little girl loves it too. She loves the color red, and I don't wear too much red. It's always black. Because the first thing she said, she was like, "Ooh, new hoodie." And yeah, so she's digging it. I love it, man. I appreciate it.
So
Um,
we appreciate you, Naisha. Seriously, you understand me? And we look forward to doing more business with you in the future. And everybody look forward to doing more business with her in the future because y'all can see she's the absolute truth. And JJ, can you please tell the people how I say truth?
oh yeah, it's Taruf with T-R-U-F. I know, man.
Thank
I'm getting the
you.
Mr. IOTBA spelling lessons. All right, bro. Let's get on with it because everybody, the comments are already blowing up with Mr. Gervonta Tank Davis. You know how it does. People just love talking about Gervonta Davis. And there's a lot to talk about right now, man. That's not just the fight, but I came on here and I kind of went on a rant earlier this week because Corey and I didn't have the opportunity to go live until now. But I just had to get some things off my chest. And the first thing of that was an apology to Lamont Roach because I got that wrong. I got that wrong in every way you can get that wrong, right? A salute to Tank Davis and Lamont Roach. Corey, I'm gonna give credit when credit's due. A salute to both of them because they put on a good fight. I'm sure Tank wasn't expecting that, but he adapted. They put on a good fight, and then I had a huge 12-minute rant against the entire fan base, the obsessed Tank Davis fan base. It is bananas, guys. But I mean, I guess Corey, you want to just a quick recap, right? It was a majority draw, 115, 113, 114, 114, 114, 114 cards. It resulted in a majority draw Saturday night. I'm sure most people watching this know what happened. But the controversy, the cards were great. I didn't have no problem with the scores. I scored at 114, 114. I split right down the middle. The big controversy. There was a knockdown. There was a knockdown. It wasn't your traditional knockdown. Tank Davis wasn't rocked. He didn't get shocked. He didn't stanky leg. He wasn't none of that. But it was a legal knockdown. They didn't count it. Steve Willis, the ref started counting, and he overruled himself. Joseph, I heard you earlier saying that you don't think that should be overruled and that it's not fair to Tank. But listen, Corey, before I throw it to you, nobody's talking about Lamont Roach. It's not fair to Tank Davis, but listen, Lamont Roach, all due respect to Tank Davis, Lamont Roach also sacrificed himself in camp. Lamont Roach also took the money he took, which I've seen a couple reports. I believe is less than $1 million after taxes, of course. Lamont Roach was the guy who had to stand in front of another man that's got a 90% KO rate, 90 plus percent KO rate, the boogeyman. He had to stand in front of him for 12 rounds. Lamont Roach also deserves some empathy here, man. And listen, this isn't other cases where you can say, oh, was it a headbutt or was it a low blow? We need to go back and challenge it. No, this was plain as day. The New York State Athletic Commission should be able to go in there and say, we made a basic error. It's a very obvious error. It's not going to cost anybody. Well, it's not going to require anybody to do anything different to go in there and correct the scores and give Lamont Roach that win that he deserved, man. I just don't see how it doesn't happen. It's too damn easy. If we're not talking behind the scenes money stuff, too easy in my opinion. IOTBA, your thoughts?
They look the other way. They look the other way, Jose Jr. They look the other way. Boy, I got to hold up.
Talk to
Boy,
him.
what you just said,
Thanks, sir.
I got to give you a big old mother hand clap for that, Jay. See, that's what everybody forget. Right? That's what everybody forget. They want to talk about Javante and Wooty Woo. Talk about Lamont Roach. Talk about that. Everybody works their way up, JJ, to have that magical moment, man. Everybody works their way up to do that. Lamont Roach did that, and clear as day, they look the other way. People could talk about what would have happened or what could have happened. If the judges' scorecards, it was a majority draw. If they would have called that blatant knee, that was a knockdown, blatantly, right? If they would have called that, Lamont Roach would have made history, in that fight, bro. But they did him a disservice. I think it was malicious. I think Steve Willis, I don't care how great of a referee he is, this was a huge error on his part. He looked the other way, right? PBC, all them around Javante they looked the other way. The New York State Athletic Commission, they will punish a guy and Ryan Garcia find him and do the right thing. But when it comes to doing the right thing in this situation, they look the other way.
Bro, it's terrible, dog. It is terrible. And look, he should have been DQ'd. Like, I mean, you can't just in the middle of a round get on the into the ring, stand on the canvas, and then touch your fighter. You're not even supposed to touch the fighter during a visit to see the doctor. That's like a visit to see the doctor. You're not supposed to touch a fighter. When they tape you up, you're not supposed to talk to the fighter. That rule was broken. Let's not even. All right, forget about that. All right, the referee. The rules state that the referee cannot overrule a decision on his own. The moment Steve Willis started counting and got to 3, that was an official knockdown. At that moment, Steve Willis then got the explanation from Tank Davis, and then Steve Willis overruled his own decision. That is not allowed. It has to be the referee and the reviewing official to both say, okay, this was enough evidence to overturn the original knockdown call. That didn't happen. Steve Willis was judge, jury, and executioner. And he made a blatant mistake. Listen, accountability is a huge problem in boxing. We don't hold judges accountable. We don't hold refs accountable. We don't hold a lot of folks accountable, right? The judge don't even have to interview anybody. Now we're not having to hold fighters accountable. Tank Davis made a huge mistake in a championship fight, Remember when Errol Spence made that mistake and Ugas almost put his ass out? That's called being held accountable. Tank Davis took a knee. Then he even said after the fight, I shouldn't have done that. You don't just get to say, whoops, at this level, my bad. He has to be held accountable. And guys, I'm sorry, accountability isn't a rematch. Look, we all know we just saw a good fight, but the 90% of people watching are still going to pick Tank, including me, in a rematch. This was Lamont Roach's time, his chance, and we snatched it away from him, man. I believe with all my heart that the New York State Athletic Commission is going to do the right thing, man. I really do.
JJ, you might as well get off Fantasy Island where you at right now, drinking a margarita, Long Island RT margarita, because it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen, JJ. It's not gonna happen, JJ. It's been days now. It's been days. Tomorrow is Friday, JJ. What is so hard to look at with their own two eyes and ready to determine on this? What took longer than 24 hours to come up with a decision? I don't want to hear about no due time. This ain't no due time. Everybody around the world seen this with their own two eyes. It shouldn't have took 5 days for this to happen. JJ, this is not getting overturned. It's not going to happen. The New York State Athletic Commission, they understand, right? Tank is a big deal in New York. He is.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Tank is a bigger deal
but
in New York. He a big deal, Jay.
I know. The thing, if you're an opponent, if you're an up and comer, do you want to fight Tank now? No. Do you want to fight him in New York? Hell no. Do you want to fight a Steve Willis officiated fight? Hell no. So they're like, yeah, Tank is a big draw. But who the hell is going to want to fight him knowing he's fucking Tank, an elite opponent that can end the night with one shot? Okay, that's already asking enough. Now you got the whole damn background protecting you, man. Like, call me naive, call me stupid and skeptical. I believe that boxing has a chance now to do something right. They never do. We never do. They have such an easy opportunity to say, look, we understand Tank Davis is a draw. We understand this is going to upset a lot of people. But it's so easy to do the right thing right now, man. It is so easy because you're setting up a terrible what are refs supposed to do now? Hey, why'd you take a knee, sir? Oh, you got something in your eye? Like, are they supposed to just ask him now? Like, it changes everything if they let this shit fly, dog. It changes everything, bro. They have to fix this.
They've been having to fix stuff for years in boxing, and it still ain't happened, JJ. They're not going to fix it. JJ, nothing is going to be reconciled in this situation. Lamont Roach, even though he should be the big winner, he's going to be the big loser in this, because in 2 weeks people are going to forget about this, JJ, and it's going to be back to regular schedule programming. A lot of them people was just watching the fight because it was Tank. Them same people who was watching Tank are not going to go and watch a Lamont Roach fight. I'm talking about the casual people who Tank have brought in. And this is what people, in boxing just don't get. People love Tank. They don't love Lamont Roach like that. Just because Lamont Roach may have had a moment, and in my opinion, he won that fight, not even without the knee down, in my opinion, he didn't get his just due. And guess what? In 2 weeks, people are going to forget about him. Tank fans are not going to forget about him. They're going to still ride with him off in the sunset. I'm sorry.
A rematch. People are going to tune in.
Tank told you himself that he's not fighting Lamont Roach. Next. He said that. This ain't coming from me. No, this coming from Tank.
That belt, he will.
Tank, you think Tank care about a belt now, JJ?
What is it going to be then? Shakur Stevens? You think he's going to finally do that now? Like,
I think the more possibility is a Lamont Roach and Shakur Stevenson next. That's what I think.
Let's hit these comments because I want to touch on one more thing. Let's see. Oh yeah, appreciate it. Mark Nash TV said hit that like button. Appreciate it, man. Joseph saying it wasn't my opinion. Yeah, I probably missed that. Mosquito spray. What's up, big dog? Salute to TSB. WCS. What's up, bro? Appreciate you guys locking in and tuning in. Correct. I went in on the Tank diehard, right? Because look, I want to make sure that now that we're on your channel as well. Look, I will never celebrate a fighter's downfall. I won't celebrate somebody losing. That shit sucks. Losing sucks, especially when you.
JJ, I
Oh,
will. I'm
okay,
sorry.
well, go
Excuse,
ahead.
excuse, excuse me. I'm sorry. And
Well,
I'm gonna let you finish your thought. I will. I would love to make fun of Tank losing that fight, which didn't happen. I would love to see all the articles and me
no,
talking my shit about Tank. Yeah, I am praying on Tank's downfall, not as a human being. I want him to be healthy, but I'm praying on his downfall in boxing, JJ, because he's not great for the sport. Period, because he won't put on the fights that we want to see. So I'm praying for fighters' downfall who don't want to do the best thing for the sport. Yes, I'm praying
all
on
right.
the not mentally and physically. I want them to be able to whoopty whoop. But if you're not doing what you're supposed to do, I'm praying on your downfall. I'm not cheering for you. I want you to lose.
No, it's okay. I All right. Obviously, you have a favorite. We watch the fights and we want somebody to win. We want somebody to lose. Obviously, but what I'm saying is, even when I celebrate the win. I don't sit there and be like, "Ha ha, Tank, that's what you get." Like, bro, he's still, yeah, and that's we're different there, right? I won't celebrate a Tank. Like, I won't celebrate him having to go home, and that shit sucks, man. But what I will celebrate is the millions and millions of Tank Davis fans who have Tank Davis's, for a lack of better words, genitalia all inside their mouths, all the way down to their throat. It is the weirdest. Correct. I used to put Canelo fan base, the crazy ones, on the same level as Tank fan base. But I mean, at least Canelo's like got some big names on his resume and shit. And these guys, these Tank Davis people, dog, are on another. I don't ever like addressing fans. I really don't like. But this is another. Correct. I clipped something out. All right. This is a respected channel. I mean, I say respected. He's got his following, Boxing Ego. But I forgot about this. And this is basically the 10 commandments for the Tank fans. This is how they think, dog. Boxing Ego went and tweeted this January 17th. Gervonta Davis is everything these young boys want to be. And he goes on to list everything from his fighting style to his braids to his fashion. Like, look at this, dog. This is what we're dealing with. Look, they said he's a trendsetter, chrome hearts, braids, tats. What are we talking about? Like, he's the most called out, most clout chase, and he finished it with jelly. I'm not going to read it all. I just had to put it on two different screens because one screenshot wouldn't cover it. This is what we're dealing with, Corey. If there's any Tank diehards watching, I really wish y'all would chime in, man, because I don't understand y'all. I don't
But
understand
listen,
why it's so hard just to say, yeah, man, that was a knockdown, and those scorecards were pretty. Those are accurate cards, and if they ruled it a knockdown, then my favorite fighter lost the fight. What's so hard about that? I don't get it, dog. Do you have any answers to that, Corey?
no, I don't. But boxing ego. I like boxing ego, right? But he a big Tank guy, right? So, I would expect that out of a guy like him. Now,
An
I
essay
like
like
him.
that?
No, he a big Tank fan like that, right? And the one thing that I don't like about boxing ego is, right, he'll criticize a bunch of other fighters, right? But then it's certain fighters like Javante. Oh, you want to write the 10 Commandments to be about Javante, but write the 10 Commandments of why Javante Davis needs to fight somebody. I like this ain't no shot at him. This is just the truth. Here's what I spit. He knows his boxing. He's one of the best doing it in the business. I ain't gonna hate on that, but like I said, you can see his clear bias when it comes to that. But I don't care about these Take fans, right? These Take fans are nuts. You say genitals. I say they got their face stuck so far up their dude buttocks. You got boo boo running down it profusely, JJ Solomon.
I don't get it, dog.
Like, and look, I'm not mad at Tank. This is what I said on my video. This ain't Tank's fault. This is not Tank Davis' fault of this situation that happened. This is not his fault.
You
You
talking about
can't
the
blame.
knockdown taking a knee?
taking the well, not to it's he took the knee clearly, but it's not his fault. We shouldn't be pointing the fingers at Tank and saying, "Oh, Tank." No, Tank didn't do that. Steve Willis, looking ass, did that. Right? PBC, looking ass, did that. The New York State Athletic Commission did that. How can we be mad at Tank? Really? I'm being honest.
I'm not.
And look, I wanted Tank to lose that fight. He should have lost, right? But I'm not mad at Tank because if they let you get away, if they let them get away with it, how's you gonna knock it? Because if put yourself in that position, if they let you get away with it, are you gonna be mad with the refs or anything?
No.
People ain't thinking realistically, JJ. People ain't saying like, oh, like Tank is some sucker shit he did, like some sucker things he do in boxing, right? Like not fighting the best. But if you're making millions of dollars like that, right? Who wouldn't do that? But do he need to be out the sport? Yes, right? But that's why I wanted them to get it right, but they're not going to get it right. People are going to forget about this, JJ, right? Lamont Roach is not going to be a big deal because whoever know if he's going to be able to build himself up for a fight like this and be ready for that moment. He showed he was the real deal. Can he replicate that? That's yet to be determined. But a lot of the casual folks are still going to ride with Tank, clear cut, no debate.
And I won't debate that, but I mean, I don't understand. Like, I'm not saying that Tank. We should be blaming Tank. Shit, hell no. If I got away with that, I'd be. I mean, I'm not expecting Tank to write a letter to the New York State Athletic Commission saying, "Here, please take my belt." I'm not expecting that at all. I think Tank should expect to get a shitty phone call here in the next coming days. I mean, and he shouldn't have a problem with it. The rules are the rules. It's easy. I want to put up some screenshots from Gilberto Mendoza, the WBA president. So yeah, before I put that up, yesterday on the WBA's website, one of their correspondents or whatever had wrote an article basically saying that they're not going to do shit about it. Well, that article quickly got deleted from their website, and Mendoza came out and said, "Please stop misleading an opinion from a collaborator. He doesn't belong to any committee. He has no influence or opinion, and he's not any matter of any association." And then he went on to say this. Let me repeat. This is the president of the WBA. I stand by what I expressed last Sunday. Based on my 30 years experience, taking a knee without a punch shall be ruled a knockdown. It affected the result of the fight. They deleted the article, bro. I believe they are pushing to get this shit rectified, bro. I really, really do, dog. It's going to be such a bad look for boxing, bro. Boxing can't survive some shit like it's not the NFL, bro. You can't say, "Oh, it was a pass interference. Oh, tough shit. It was a bad call." No, it's like them. It's nothing like that because this was a scoring error. This would be like the scoreboard reading 21 instead of 20, and then they have to go back and fix it. Like they gotta fix it. They don't have to appeal nobody. It was ruled a knockdown by Steve Willis. All they have to do is say who overruled the original decision.
But what you got to understand, it's up to the referees. What's that word I'm trying to use?
Discretion.
Discretion.
But
It's a
he can't overrule his own ruling. His ruling. Now, listen, had he not started counting, no argument.
What's that?
The moment he started counting, it's an official knockdown.
But he overruled it, JJ.
Yeah, he did, but he can't. The rules say he can't do it on his own.
JJ, the star power when Tank told him, Steve Willis, if you don't fix this, I'm gonna knock your eye. I'm gonna knock you on your other good. Just say something like I hear him literally say that. What I'm telling you is, JJ, you could wish upon a star. Like my guy Mosquito's right. He want to bet me a catfish dinner that this gonna get overturned. I say, sure, easy bet. I say, I hope that I could buy you a catfish dinner. I really do. But it's not gonna happen. That was the easiest bet I ever made in my life. That was the easiest bet I ever made in my life, JJ. This is not getting overturned. Everybody could cry, moan, bitch, complain, etc., etc. Nothing is going to change. Tank is still going to be the champion. It's going to be declared a draw, and it is what it is.
Tank Davis, Shakur Stevenson. What's that look like to you now, bro?
I got Shakur, but JJ, this Tank we talking about.
I agree, dog. It's a tough fight.
Like,
It's still a 50-50
no,
fight.
I ain't saying this no Tank.
Oh, you're
Oh,
saying he ain't gonna fight Shakur.
man, Tank can't fuck with Shakur. Pardon my French. He can't fuck with Shakur. You seen that against Lamont Roach. Tank ain't got nothing for Shakur, bro. That's why now I get it. Now we all get it, especially when that little weasel rat Ellie Segback tried to argue with me and talk about, oh, Tank ain't doing this. Yeah, he is. He still fight. He fought a bunch of little guys and kept fighting little guys, and now he finally got exposed by a little guy.
Fight a
And
little.
and what I said finally came to be right, bro. But you know that weasel rat master splinter looking motherfucker, just was sniffing Tank testicles and shaking back from side to side on them. He couldn't contain himself, Jake.
Yep. Hey, just before we switch topics, I want to just remember how I was talking about Madrimov performing for the fight of his life against Bud Crawford, and then you can take it back to Manny Pacquiao getting ready for Oscar De La Hoya, and how one sided that looked. Like there's something to be said, bro, about these guys getting their opportunities and coming in looking damn near perfect game plan, and all that. That's what you said earlier. Can Lamont Roach repeat that camp, that focus, that discipline? Because if he can, he's got the goods. But that's what separates the elite from the really good boxers. Can you keep doing it night after night, after night after night against great talent, against mediocre talent? And that's what Lamont Roach has to prove. Can you do that again? Can you get that lightning in the bottle? Because you show you can, but can you be consistent with it, man? So,
That's what I'm saying about my man Bobacha.
what about him? He was ready for Virgil?
He did his thing, and in my opinion, he didn't. The right person didn't get awarded to be the victor, but can he continue to do what he do in the fire? But I think Bobacha got it in him, and I'm just saying I was just making it as an example of one of them fighters who I feel like should have
Yeah.
won the fight and didn't.
Well, because he lost 8 rounds. Let's just hit these comments. Technically, Tank did make the infraction of the knee, which is a rule broken 100%, man. If you take a knee, I'm making a conscious decision, and you got to be held accountable, man. You got to be held accountable at the championship level. It's gonna get fixed. Boxing don't do a lot of shit right. They're gonna get this right, bro. They're gonna get it right. There ain't no way. Hey, so switching topics, we got Canelo coming back, the face of boxing. Hell with it. Let's call it what it is. Against William Skull, Cinco de Mayo weekend for going for 2-time undisputed. And it's Riot season in Canelo. We're gonna see how this works, bro. What are your thoughts about the opening presser? We're gonna get to the weirdness here in a bit, but you excited with Canelo-Scull? I mean, we just saw what happens when you overlook an opponent. You think that woke Canelo up at all?
Oh, but Canelo never overlook an opponent, in my opinion. Excited, no, because I really don't know who William Skull is, but the Lamont Roach syndrome is on me right now to where I don't want to look past a William Skull. I'm not saying that I think he's going to be Canelo, but I need to look a little deeper into William Skull. I got Canelo winning this fight. I don't get it twisted, but do you see the size difference, JJ? I know size don't mean
Yeah.
nothing. I know that's Canelo, and he a bad mother. Shut your mouth. He'll fight anybody, but I see my boy William Skull grilled out. Come from Cuba, staying in Germany now. Signing on him. So I'm excited about it. That's what Lamar Rose did for me, right?
That's cool. I like that.
That's
I
what he
like
did for me.
that.
That's what he did for me.
That's
Go
cool,
ahead.
man. Now I'll say this about the Canelo fight. Like listen, I love boxing, right? So you've called me a Canelo hater, and people call me Canelo. That's bullshit. I'm excited about
Which
this
is
fight.
which is true.
No, it's not. Hear me out. I've been very critical about certain things from his fight opposition, his fight choice, just like I had with Tank Davis, and then specifically, I've called him a one-trick pony in the past 3 years, 4 years now. He's going on 4 years since he's got a knockout. Um, and follow me here. I believe he telegraphs all his shots. He's got one thing in mind, and that's wearing you out, right? What I'm obviously I'm excited, and we'll see if Skull presents a challenge and all that. But here's what I'm watching this fight for. If if Canelo versus Crawford, if Canelo goes into that fight the way he's gone into these past few fights, where he's just swinging and not setting anything up and not throwing combination stuff, it might be a long night for him because Crawford is a smart dude. Now, if we see 2016 through 2019 Canelo, if we see glimpses of that against William Skull, I know he doesn't need all that shit, but if we see glimpses of the head movement again, the footwork again, the combination punching again, the like I said, the upper body movement, then it's going to be a rough night for Crawford. I'm really excited about Canelo and Skull because I want to see Canelo working towards. I know Skull does not present anything similar to Crawford, but I want to see Canelo working on his style to be Canelo of old, because that will make a fantastic fight with the Terrence Crawford. I want to see more athletic Canelo with William Skull.
Man, Canelo ain't got to show you nothing but what Canelo been doing. You
What's
tell
that?
these
What's that?
no, I ain't trying to
Cherry
hear that.
picking pinatas?
But hey, he don't hate Canelo. Yeah, there you go.
Cherry pick is a cherry pick. I
hey,
said it the
hey,
other
hey,
day.
hey,
A cherry pick is a cherry
hey,
pick.
hey,
And it's
hey,
Mujia was
hey,
a cherry pick and Berlanga. Hey,
hey, hey.
I watched it, didn't I? I watched it, right?
Okay. So listen though. This is what I'm saying. Canelo, I expect Canelo to be Canelo, who Canelo is. A 62-2, 39 knockout Canelo. Like, damn, Jay. He ain't had a knockout in 4 years. Now all of a sudden you want to see Canelo do this other special thing
No, I
to
want to
say,
see him be
excuse me,
old.
sir. Excuse me. You want to see him do this other different things to make your belly full. That's what I can't get with a lot of you people who love to criticize Canelo and say what you want to see Canelo do. Why don't you tell the opposition who Canelo fight to make him do that? And it's so mind-boggling, right? Like, really? Crawford gonna make it a long night for Canelo? Really? Like,
I said it will be a
no,
difficult fight. Kareem,
no,
if you
no.
think this fight is going to go 12 rounds to 0, my friend, you are way
Yeah,
wrong.
JJ, I'm not saying that Crawford ain't gonna win a round or two, right? I ain't saying that, but JJ, it's not gonna go like everybody think.
What does
It's
everybody think? Everybody is tall. It's a 50-50. Like,
no,
I'm not saying
it's
it's
not a
50-50.
50-50.
Hold
No,
on.
it's not.
I didn't say that. I'm saying the fan opinions about how the fight's going to go.
Yeah, but
I don't hear one solid answer. I'm
yeah,
not
but
saying
them
it's a 50-50 fight.
Yeah, but them
Might
people
be
who just
60-40 though.
them a bunch of like the people who pick the fights really be like if we talk about Mexican fans and black fans who like so Mexican fans and black fans, right? So you got Mexican fans who gonna go for their fighters, and you got black fighters who gonna gas they fighter up, and any other ethnicity fighter, their people are gonna gas them up, bro. But like we got to bring some truth and validity and reality to the situation. I don't care how cerebral people think Crawford is, right? He's not going to be that cerebral to just go take on a man at 168, like straight in, without not even attempting to have another fight before that. That's dangerous for Crawford. He's going to be rusty. He's not going to be able to feel how I feel to fight a real guy in the real ring with no headgear. I don't care about scoring. That don't do nothing for me. Crawford, like, people talking about how Crawford is going to be able to do this. This dude got to put on a lot of muscle, JJ. And we know putting on a lot of muscle is going to slow you down, fam. It really is. And
It's slow
Crawford could,
Canelo down. It's slow Canelo down at 168. He
no,
ain't the guy he was at 154.
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Listen, I
Wait,
can't wait for the fight.
Canelo, I'm
I
picking
can't
Canelo
wait.
to win the fight. I'm picking Canelo to win this fight. I'm saying Crawford is special enough to make it a fight. And would I be surprised if he wins? Absolutely not. It takes brilliance.
I would.
It takes Roy Jones type level. It takes Bernard Hopkins type level to be able to jump 2 weight
Roy
divisions.
Jones, what? He went up and fought the easiest picking in a litter
You're
in
right. He did,
Ruiz.
bro.
Come on, man.
That's not our job. I've always said that John Ruiz wasn't much, but he went up. He beat a heavyweight champ. All right. B Hop went up and beat. I posted about this the other day. He went up and beat Antonio Tarver at 175. He jumped from 160. So I'm not saying he's going to win. I'm saying the notion that this is going to be a one-sided victory is bananas. I want to hit these comments. This is going to take us back to the last, but Mosquito Spray brought up a really good point. He says, I don't think
Of course Mosquito is. Of course. Yeah, we know what side you're on.
This is, and I say this, I had the exact same thought, Mosquito. I was going to tweet the same shit, but I didn't. He said, I don't think this was a one-off. This is a Forrest versus Mosley. This is Tarver versus Jones. I believe Roach knows Tank too well and is too sharp to fall for what his opponents have fell for. And I don't know if that's the case, Mosquito, but I had that same thought in my head. That's why I want to see the replay, because maybe it wasn't. Maybe Homeboy just has his number. Exactly what you said, dog. Now I can't say that's what I believe, but I had the maybe thought in my head.
Yeah, but we know that may be the case, but Tank said he's not fighting Lamont Roach next. So let's get over that, y'all. He said that. Did he say that? Hold up. Did he say that, JJ?
He said that, but that was when he
okay. No. He said that at the press conference.
You know what else Tank Davis said? He said a lot of things, and he also deletes 90% of his tweets. So I don't care what he said after a tough ass fight. He says a lot of shit. But
okay, Tank also told us he wouldn't fight none of these other guys. Have you been right? Have you been telling the truth about that?
He has. But he also says he does want one, and he did say he was going to call somebody out after the fight. But did he? No. And it was Jake Paul.
Exactly.
Yeah, I hope they overturn that shit, bro. Oh my bad. I accidentally clicked it, but it's the I'm putting up the comments. What's up, bro? I appreciate you tuning in, my boy. He said King Nello. Yeah, King Nello. I think King Nello's sitting pretty right now as the face of boxing after this weekend. Opposition gets bigger. Oh no, I'm just hitting all these comments. Canelo better come ready to fight against Crawford or mess around and get exposed for real, man. This guy's one of those. Canelo, you don't see the holes in Canelo's game. Correct? He got massive holes in his game.
Okay. Everybody got holes in their game. Crawford get hit a lot. He ain't got hit a lot. He ain't got hit a lot by a skillful motherfucking puncher like Canelo. So miss me with that pandering Crawford shit, and we just dismissing Canelo like Canelo. I ain't just talking about you. I'm talking to Texas, meaning the whole world. The people are finna try to stop dismissing Canelo like he just trash on the street, kick him down the street, and Canelo is like a Latin. Crawford is like a Latin on this rug or something. We got to stop that. Crawford got a lot of flaws.
Read that question.
Crawford ain't even fought the type of opponents Canelo done been in there with. And don't tell me that don't mean nothing.
What percentage do you give Crawford?
Shit. 1?
God damn, correct. Somebody screen record.
1%.
Yes, that's ridiculous, dog. That is ridiculous.
JJ, I'm not hating on Crawford. I just
you
know.
You just told me that William Skull has a chance against Canelo. Because
no, I didn't. No, I didn't. No, I didn't say that. I said Lamont Roach opened my eyes to, make me just, not thinking this is once in a lifetime when shit like this happens. JJ, a fighter come and be and look impressive against a guy that they're not supposed to look impressive against. This Canelo we talking about, fam.
I agree. It's Canelo. That's the conversation. Look, the guy who just said King Nello, he said, I got to admit Crawford looks big. And I've said this before. And before y'all make y'all's fight picks, y'all need to factor this shit in. Crawford's got significantly longer reach. Crawford is physically stronger. And when I say stronger, listen, I'm not talking about in the ring. Obviously, he's never tested himself in the ring. I mean squats. I mean being able to. Have you seen him?
How do you know?
Huh?
How do you know? How do we know that Canelo done put up 4, 5 weight class. You tell how do we know
You know
that
why I know?
Crawford?
Do you know why I know Canelo has is not as strong as Crawford? Because Canelo has conditioning issues, dog.
No,
Canelo
that was man,
that was prime Canelo.
that
Canelo
was
has
back in
conditioning
man.
issues, dog. So listen, all I'm saying is going to be closer than you think. Oh, and I wasn't finished. Crawford's hands, I got about 2 inches on Bud. Crawford's hands are about a whole inch bigger than mine, and I got pretty good sized hands for a dude my size. Crawford's hands are about this much big. He's just a bigger dude, bigger.
Man, Crawford is a little bitty ass dude, bro.
You out your
Talk
damn
like JJ. He
saying
was
in the middle when
he
you were
was
standing in
no,
front of him.
he was yeah, he was but he's because we didn't say nothing either. We were just having a show there like
Middle,
no, but
that's the last thing you said.
JJ, Crawford is a little bitty ass dude. So I'm trying to feed the world to the people how Crawford just
Crawford is
this
not a little
giant
bit
guy.
though.
Yes, he is.
You talking about height? I'm talking about
No,
arms.
he
I'm
a
talking about hands. I'm talking about physical strength. Have you seen him squat, dog? Do you know where people generate power from? They generate
okay.
power from their legs. So all
Oh,
I'm
okay.
saying is Bud Crawford has more intangibles to put up a performance against Canelo than the
Oh,
intangibles that Lamont Roach had to do what he just did against coming up the way to do what he did.
okay. So what we're saying is because we see Terrence Crawford on videotape doing something. Canelo, we could just disregard saying Canelo not doing the same thing.
I didn't
Stop the
say that.
shenanigans.
I didn't
But
say that.
stop it. We
Canelo's
don't
a
know that.
phenomenal fighter.
How do we
But
know that he's
Canelo
physically?
he
But
fights in
JJ,
spurts. He fights in spurts.
but how do
He's
we know
very
he's physically stronger than how do we know Crawford is physically stronger than Canelo? That's reaching.
It's not reaching. I mean, it's a simple question. I guess we could ask who's stronger. I'm sure somebody will
But how
respond.
do anybody, JJ, Canelo is the stronger, bigger guy. Can we look at the physics and logic? Now, I ain't saying that Crawford can't pull off a "Do you believe in miracles" moment. I gave him 1%, right? And then, okay, I ain't saying he can't pull it off. But JJ, how can we say he's physically stronger
I
than
meant he's in
Canelo?
the weight room, dog. That's all. That's and
I'm talking. This
yeah,
ain't JJ.
I know that doesn't translate to being strong in the ring. I get it. I'm just saying these are some intangibles to consider. On top of his IQ, on top of his ability in the ring, he's fucking bigger. And I know Canelo has fought other big guys. He knocked out Kovalev. Listen, I give Canelo all his credit for that shit, which is why I'm picking Canelo to win. I'm just talking to the people who think it's going to be a bloodbath. What?
I,
That's not going to be a bloodbath. I'm picking Canelo to win because we've seen him take punches. If Bud wins, it's not going to be no one punch knockout type shit. It'll be
I,
a 12 round fight where Bud was moving a lot. But
Jay, I ain't saying there's gonna be no bloodbath,
you
but
said
Crawford.
1%. What does that
No,
mean?
no, I ain't saying no. I ain't saying he gonna. Well, he might do cut Crawford. Who knows? But I'm saying he gonna punch down on Crawford. That's my opinion. If people think Crawford is the Incredible Hulk, and he could do it. Hey,
I agree, and I'm not saying muscle win fight, bro. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying strength, bro. Like strength. Watch some of his wrestling movies. The way he manhandles other wrestlers, dog. That plays its part when you're fighting in the inside. Watch his fight against Errol. Some of the movements he did when he was literally moving Errol Spence
Earl
around.
and Canelo,
I
man.
didn't say he was correct. I'm saying Bud moved Errol around the way no other man has moved Errol around. In
I
in the
mean,
most, in the most slightest ways, very small movements that Bud Crawford knows how to do from his wrestling background. He's able to manipulate how his opponents move. That's all I'm saying. This
okay,
fight is going to be a close fight,
okay, and this
and
all
Bud
I'm
is going to have his moments.
okay, and this
I'm
all I'm saying.
really mosquito spray. The guy who you said is
Hold up,
always
hold up, hold up, hold up, real quick. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. This is what I'm saying right here. All right. I'm tired of the disrespect for Canelo Alvarez, man. It is low down dirty. Like we can sit up here and gaslight fucking Mike Tyson like he one of the greatest fucking heavyweights of all time when he can't fucking scratch the surfaces of what fucking Canelo done did in boxing, and people sit up here, and that's the truth. Look at you. That's your fanism coming at you now. Because you know goddamn well. No,
18-year-old
excuse
was
me.
beating grown
I
men.
don't give a.
18-year-old.
How long did he do it?
For
JJ,
4
can I
years.
finish?
From
So
80,
you ain't gonna let me finish my thought, is you?
from
You ain't
80
gonna let me.
to
Can you
90.
let me finish my
How
thought?
dare you
Let me
compare
finish my
Canelo
thought.
power to Mike
Excuse me.
Tyson?
Can I? What you mean compare? Mike Tyson had a 2-year run.
He
That
had,
was
what
it.
are you talking about?
His
He was
run
in
wasn't
there
that
for 5
long.
years. 80,
I don't care. But he didn't have a long of a run.
look at the people they put in front of him. Just because you don't know who
Okay. How do I don't know?
Trevor
JJ,
Burke, you owe me
JJ,
20 tubs. I'll go all
JJ, hey, let me finish my thought. Excuse me.
Larry
Let me,
Holmes
hey, JJ, let me finish my thought. Because I knew your emotions was going to,
a 20-year-old
excuse me,
beat Larry Holmes.
excuse me.
A
Can I finish my
20-year-old.
thought? Can I finish my thought? You talking about flabby and sick Larry Holmes. Boy,
Oh well, what do you call
excuse me.
Kovalev? What do
Hey,
you call
hey, bro,
Kovalev?
bro,
What do
bro,
you
let
call
me finish
Kovalev?
my thought.
What
Let me
about
finish my
Kovalev?
thought.
What
Can I
about
finish my
Kovalev?
thought?
You said
Can,
flabby. What about
can
Kovalev?
I finish my thought, sir? Can I finish my
Come
thought?
on, bro. He was 20
It's crazy.
years old.
Bro, let me finish my thought. Canelo was 20 years old when he was doing shit.
We saw what he looked like when he was 23.
Man,
Remember
stop
that?
it, bro. Hey,
Remember
bro.
that?
See, this is what
Remember
I'm
that?
saying. Now,
What
this
did
is where your hate coming out of you that you don't like Canelo. You
you
won't
said?
even let you. I was making my point, and you won't let me finish.
You compared it to Mike
Let
Tyson.
me, yeah, Mike Tyson can't express the surfaces of Canelo.
No.
Canelo is way more of an accomplished fighter than Mike Tyson is, bro. It's not even close.
I didn't say he was more accomplished. He
That's
got
what I know. Let me finish
captivated
my
as well.
thought. You getting in your feelings because Tyson was your favorite fighter. Let me finish my thought. I was making a comparison on how people shit on Canelo, bro, but they love Mike Tyson, who had a little bitty run compared to what Canelo is doing. We seen when Mike Tyson stepped up in a big fight, he lost all of them.
No, he didn't.
Canelo don't, excuse me, he lost majority of all of them. Canelo done won majority of all his.
He beat Triple G that first time. You believe that?
Man, listen, JJ, no, I don't believe it was close. So
All
I'm
right.
not mad.
Did he
Hey,
beat
excuse
Eric
me.
Lara?
Bro, you ain't let me finish some.
But go ahead,
Go,
finish.
go, go ahead, Jay, because I know that it's just overtaking you. That I think Canelo is a better accomplished fighter than Mike Tyson. The
You
floor is yours, sir.
man, we will never see somebody do what Mike Tyson did again. What's Canelo done? No, I'm not saying what's he done, but people will duplicate that, bro. Like people
What
will
Canelo done?
no, listen, people will duplicate what Canelo's done. They have. Like nobody is ever going to do what Mike Tyson did. I see what 18, 19, 20-year-olds look like. My son is 18. His homies are 19, 20. Those little guys stand no chance. There's no way you can tell me a 16, 17, 18, 19-year-old is going to go into a ring and beat professional champions. I don't give a shit if Larry Holmes was old. What about Trevor Burbick? What about Spinks? Like, what about these fights, bro? Like, you can't shit on Mike Tyson just to lift up Canelo. I'm not taking shit away from Canelo. I'm saying Canelo is a phenomenal fighter. I say he's a face of boxing.
You just shitted on him. You said, did you think he beat Triple G? Did you think he beat Arizona Laura?
Fact. I don't
You
think
just said that.
How was that shitting on him?
Oh, no, you said you asked me that. Do you think he did that? Do you think he beat him? So, JJ, you trying to downplay him.
No,
You
I'm
trying to down because okay, did the refs give it to him?
The judges did, yeah.
Okay, so and listen,
And
they
he
both
beat the next time.
because we okay, and did the judges give it to him?
Yeah.
Okay, then. Simple as that. What I'm saying is he way more accomplished than Mike Tyson. That ain't me making up something, sir.
Bro, it's today's world where the money, the face of boxing gets to pick and choose where he goes. Whether we're talking about Canelo, whether we're talking about Floyd, whether we're talking shit, take it back to Oscar. Oscar fought everybody, but at the end, he didn't. He had Margarito there. He could fight somebody. He handpicked Pacquiao. We saw that blow up in his face. Now the fighters pit. We see Tank Davis. They make their little route. They make their route. We never heard Mike Tyson say, I'll do whatever the hell I want. Mike Tyson said, I'll beat whoever the hell they put in front of me. So Canelo has put a damper on the sport because for years now, he didn't fight the people we wanted to fight. That's all I'm saying, Corey. That's not me coming up with making shit up.
Who he haven't fought we wanted him to fight?
Who is Rocky Fielding?
No, I'm asking you a question. Name me 5 fighters that Canelo didn't fight that we didn't want to see him fight. Name 5. And then you'll have a point. Name 5.
Jamal Charlo.
Who wanted to see that shit?
A lot of people did.
JJ, really?
Okay, if you're going to dismiss every single one I said.
No, I'm saying who wanted to see that shit, though?
Demetrius Andrade, they wanted to see that. They wanted to see the rematch against Bivol. He didn't want to move up. I mean, do you want me to keep going or no?
Keep going.
Let's go 160. The obvious one, David Benavidez. Triple G. It took him 18 months.
Triple G.
It took him 18 months.
Hold up. So hold up real quick. I asked the question. Now, because it took him that long to fight him, that's a problem. Now, let me speak. Now, everybody, y'all see what I'm saying? They pick and choose their battles of how they want to criticize different fighters. Because Canelo and Triple G didn't happen till 18 months later. Let's be mad at Canelo. Let's knock Canelo for that. That's where
he did the exact same thing he's doing with Benavidez, correct?
JJ, listen, Benavidez went up to 175.
Okay, now of course. And Devin moved up to
so why is we still talking about that?
Okay, correct. You know why we're still talking about it. You brought Mike Tyson. That's a 30-year-old conversation.
No, I brought up accomplished and how people love Mike Tyson.
He will ever break a 30.
No, I understand, JJ.
Bring up accomplishments.
JJ, listen. I understand we from America, right? And I know we got that America. Why you ain't let me finish?
It has nothing to do with that.
Damn, JJ.
What are you saying?
I know we from America, right? And I know we got American pride. We bleed that USA. That's truthful. I do too, right? So it's easy for us to guess.
Like the greatest Mexican.
I didn't say he was, but he one of them.
Yeah, I would have said that. But
he one of them. He one of them. And like I said, the criticism he get, and then people love Mike Tyson the way they do, and other fighters the way they do. But Canelo is just a guy who can get picked on and get hit like a pinata until all the candy fall out.
What's the criticism he gets, Corey?
What you just said, JJ? He cherry picked.
He ain't fighting who he was. How has it been a 9-year narrative now, Corey? You think I've been making?
What's a 9-year narrative?
Anytime somebody brings up that shit to Canelo, you know what he talks about? Oh, I already did that with Triple G. That was 9 years ago, Canelo. Why are you still talking about you finally fighting somebody we wanted?
So he fought Triple G 9 years ago?
Yeah, in 2016.
Okay, so what about after that, JJ?
You tell me, Corey.
JJ, didn't he become undisputed?
No, yeah, exactly. But tell me what notable fight?
JJ, see, and that's where we go. What notable fight did Terence Crawford become undisputed at 140?
Nobody calls.
No, excuse me. Hey, stop. I don't give a damn about that. Don't throw out a narrative and don't want me to chunk one at you back. What notable fighters did Crawford beat at 140 if we're gonna do the same thing to Canelo? Let's do it to everybody else then.
I'm not doing it to everybody.
Yes, you did. You just said what no. JJ, I said at 140. I said at 140.
Okay, I'll take you one step ahead.
No, you won't answer my question. I'm
not bringing up Bud Crawford, bro. Like,
man, you won't answer. No, bro, hold up, fam. You want to say, hold up, no, I don't like when people do this, right?
No,
so you don't. No, you don't. I don't care about the criticism for Canelo.
He deserves it.
No, but everybody else deserves to be criticized too, though. At the same time, if you don't knock Canelo on something, knock everybody else. You were just JJ. Let me talk, fam. You just said that what you were just ready to shit on his championship run at 168. You were just ready to do that.
No, I want to shit on the championship run because.
What? Oh, you want to shit on this run?
I want to tell you this. He avoided Triple G forever. He won his middleweight championship against Miguel Cotto, not even at 160. Then he runs up to 168, bro. For the fights that he beat a bunch of stationary European people with the exception of Billy Joe Saunders. And Billy Joe Saunders, in my opinion, is his best performance in the last 10 years, dog. That was a hell of a performance. When Canelo turns it on, he cannot be fucked with.
See, there we go. There we go.
I'm just pointing out his problem.
All right. So was they champions? He beat.
Yeah, was Roy Jones? Did Roy Jones go up and
so now you want to use an analogy.
No, remember?
So okay, yeah. So I like that. I like that.
Remember, you
I like it. Hey, no, but see, that's what I'm saying about Terrence Crawford. His run at 140 was worthless.
What about 147?
147. I give him credit at 147. I give him credit at 147.
Okay, has Canelo done?
Yes.
Porter and
Porter was a retired fighter before that fight, JJ.
Oh, now
and I know. I spoke on this before.
It's your hatred for Crawford.
No, I don't hate Crawford. Hold on. Canelo and Crawford is the fight that's happening. So why would I talk about another fight? So this is what I'm saying right here. I brought up Tyson first, right? And you got so caught up with that. You shaking your head like you did.
You represent the simple, bro.
Hold up, bro. Mike Tyson run was not that long.
What are you talking about, Corey?
Hold up. Did I start it? All right, let me speak it in German.
His life at that time.
Let me speak it in German.
20% of his life.
Let me speak it in German. Mike Tyson run wasn't that long.
It was 20% of his
life. And then there we go, JJ.
Listen, he couldn't get started any earlier, bro. You want him to be fighting when he was 11?
JJ, what you mean? JJ, hold up. It's a lot of fighters who turn pro early. 17 and 16.
The heavyweight championship
Canelo,
the world.
So what? JJ, okay. That was a magical thing he did. Congratulations,
and he defended it.
JJ, how many times Tyson defended his belt?
Okay, at least 10, 11, 12. Look it up. I don't know. All right, since you want to shit on Mike Tyson, let's bring it up.
I'm not shitting on him.
You are.
See, JJ, so you don't think Canelo more accomplished than Mike Tyson?
I don't think anybody's ever going to break Mike Tyson.
JJ, you talking about a fucking record of him becoming heavyweight champion. So you telling me that one accomplishment of him becoming heavyweight champion?
What about making $500 million in the 1990s?
JJ.
That's another accomplishment. You said accolades. You said accomplishments.
Oh, my God.
So hold on. What's another one? Come back from prison and become champ again? That's a cool accomplishment.
Yeah, JJ, but listen to what I'm saying, fam. I'm not lying. Like, I know Tyson is a lot of people's favorite fighter, but his run wasn't that long. And then when he did step up in competition, he got beat up every time. Mostly every time. Against the top fighters of his generation. Let me finish my thought. Against the top fighters of his generation. Lennox Lewis, he lost. He had some good wins against Frank Bruno. I give Tyson credit for that. Against what's that dude who was from the same city he was? What's his name? Fraser Ruddock. I give him credit for them fights. I ain't saying Tyson was trash, right? But his run wasn't that long, Jay.
Corey, what he did in 4 years.
What's his best win?
Never.
What's his best win?
I mean, you have to say the first one to Trevor Burbick. I mean, that's a big fucking win.
What's after that?
Bro, you name it. Larry Holmes,
Larry Holmes,
Thomas. Listen, Frank Bruno.
Was Frank Bruno ever a champion?
Yes, that's where he won his championship back from his championship after he came out of prison. All right, listen, James Bone Crusher Smith. You don't remember him. I know. Pinklin Thomas.
I remember them, bro, but they was
Tony Tubbs, Corey, Michael Spinks, Larry Holmes, Frank Bruno, Carl the Truth Williams. Come on,
Michael Spinks was an older fighter.
Okay, then why are you bringing up Lennox?
No. Lennox Lewis. Hold up. Excuse me, sir. They came all in the same crop.
That's
together.
in 03. I'm saying Tyson was an old fighter.
They came all in that
I'm
crop
not talking
together,
about age.
fam.
I'm saying Tyson was an old fighter at that point.
No, bro, stop talking about Tyson
Tyson won
was a
his
oh,
title. Tyson won
bro.
his title in '86. Lennox
So,
Lewis was still in the Olympics in '86, dog.
JJ, but JJ, what do that mean?
That means Tyson won a
What do
championship
that
and
mean?
Lennox Lewis was still fighting amateurs. That's what that means.
Okay. So let
You
me ask
just
you this.
said Larry
So
Holmes was
hold on.
old.
All right. So hold on. Let me ask you
You
this.
just said Larry Holmes was
So
old.
let me ask you this. So you saying Tyson more accomplished than Lennox Lewis?
No, I'm not. No, I wouldn't say. I don't think Tyson's a better fighter than Lennox Lewis, dog.
JJ,
Listen,
I asked you, is he more accomplished than him?
Here's what I'm going to tell you, because I'm not here to.
Is he more accomplished than him?
Correct. You cannot compare what Tyson did in 4 years to anything that these guys of today have done. You can't, dog. It's a completely different generation.
Man, that's you staying
Kid,
stagnant.
bro. He was a
No,
teenager.
I know, but fam, that's because you staying stagnant, fam. You trying to hold on to something and don't think. Excuse me, not finished, JJ. That's you staying stagnant with the Tyson era, right? And you trying to hold on to that and thinking the game don't ever elevate. JJ, records are made to be broken.
Then why
People are put on this earth to do better, bro, than people.
It
Right?
hasn't
Like
happened,
people gonna elevate. JJ, just because he was the youngest, he could have that record. We're not taking that from him. But he ain't.
about grown men
But when they come to him, like like I said, I think
$500 million,
Canelo,
bro, in the '90s.
Tyson was a sensation. He was a sensation. You think I'm saying he wasn't?
No,
But
I'm saying what he did in 4 years, no boxer in history and no boxer after that will ever do that, dog.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
He was beating legitimate fighters. Just because it doesn't say Evander Holyfield and Riddick Bowe doesn't mean that
that means something though, bro.
Correct. This is the 80s. Tyson's magic was in the 80s, from 86 to 1990. Yeah, he shit away his career in the 90s. I will never dismiss that. Once he got exposed, the blueprint was out. But for 4 years, nobody will ever do what that guy did.
Canelo been doing it since he was 16.
And he's been handpicking every fucking
JJ, listen, man.
Mike Tyson didn't do that. Oscar De La Hoya didn't do that. Trinidad didn't do that.
See how you shitting on Canelo? Like it's like that is ridiculous. And you talking about me. You shitting on the dude who been doing it since he was actual a kid. Canelo was fighting grown ass men when he was a kid, when he was a super teenager compared to Mike Tyson.
When he was a teenager.
JJ, it wasn't legal for him to come over here and do his thing.
Okay, so what about when he was 23?
JJ, he was when did Canelo come to the USA?
Bro, I don't. But what about when he was 23?
But he became a JJ. I'm not sitting up here talking about timetables or when somebody won a championship. Everybody won championships at different times. Canelo has been able to hold that anvil and run with it for years, JJ. And you can't take that away from him.
I'm not great. Listen, just because I don't call Canelo the greatest Mexican of all time, or say like
who said you supposed to say that?
You like backing me. You're comparing Canelo to Mike Tyson, and then when I argue it, you're saying I'm a Canelo hater. I will put Canelo's legacy up against anybody's, dog, but I'm not gonna start with Mike Tyson. I'm not gonna start with Oscar De La Hoya. I'll put Canelo's legacy up with anybody.
Oscar De La Hoya different. De La Hoya different.
Hell yeah, he's different.
His resume is different. Now I'm not gonna put Canelo over De La Hoya. I'm not gonna do that, right? Because De La Hoya had a run, right? But Tyson didn't.
You could say the same shit about De La Hoya, about the big names, but people, just because they don't know the names he beat in the 90s, just because they don't know him, just because it's not Sugar Shane Mosley, Floyd Mayweather, Tito Trinidad, then they'll be like, well, he never won the big one. I would encourage everybody to look at De La Hoya's fights from 92 on up, and then also Mike Tyson. Now, look, I don't want to spend another second discrediting Canelo Alvarez, because I don't want people to watch this and think I'm shitting on Canelo.
Why you ain't read no comments? You sure ain't read no comments.
No, yeah, let's put them on. I've been arguing with your ass.
Don't skip past now.
No, I know. You can read them all out. No, let's start from the bottom then. Canelo been reigning for a long time. Yes, he has.
Exactly.
After Canelo retire, who you gonna hate?
Thank you.
Canelo haters,
I,
IOTBA, whatever you do. Just
I'll go back to that comment.
Caleb was a great performer.
Go back
Man,
to that other
oh, he
comment,
was
JJ.
in which one?
Go back to that last comment.
IOTBA, what it
Oh,
do from post
what's
game.
problem? Yeah, keep going. Let's hear the comments, JJ.
No, this is George from Mexico, so I'm expecting it. His name is literally Jorge from
JJ,
Mexico.
hey, see, there you go. See, now you generalizing,
Jorge,
JJ.
I want you to know,
What does comment say? He said, let me read it. That's why Bud don't want to take another fight because he would definitely lose and could jeopardize his biggest payday. What you think about that, JJ? Answer that question.
I think I would do the same shit if I was Bud.
So do you agree with him that
Yeah.
he don't want to jeopardize it?
I agree.
Because that Major Mind fight was.
No, I agree that what? No, dog. It don't have shit to do with Madrimov.
No, I'm saying because it was like a little like Crawford won.
I think Bud knows that anybody at 168 is a real ass threat. Now at that point, I would bring size into the equation. The only reason I think Bud is chasing Canelo is because he's looking at his stature. If Benavidez, look, follow me here, especially Jorge. I've said for years Canelo will beat Benavidez. I think Canelo will make Benavidez look foolish, even after the Benavidez we just saw against David Morrell. But I don't think Terrence Crawford would be chasing David Benavidez at 168 because of just the style matchup, dog. And I don't like playing this triangle shit. All I'm saying, bro, is this fight.
No, I get why Crawford is.
Canelo, dog. I got pictures with Canelo had fucking the red bandana.
Was that the last comment from?
Yeah, that was it. Let's see. De La Hoya beat Old Men, Chavez, and Whitaker, and those are his biggest wins. He lost to the rest of them. No, that's not true. Go watch I Corte. He took on a fight with I Corte he shouldn't even have taken. And that was a battle that most people wouldn't have fought.
Now, see, that's what I would give you on that. Now, fighting was harder back in the day, right? It was harder. Fighting is hard now, but I will give you it was harder. What I'm saying is fighting is hard still, period. And Canelo has been able to gap it and gap it and gap it. That's where his credit come in. That's all I'm defending.
And let me say this. Canelo is one of those elite athletes that stays in shape all year round. Canelo is a competitive mother. Shut your mouth. Canelo is a hell of a boxer. And my personal issues with him are just that he left.
You just said he gassed up.
Listen. The same way I said about Floyd Mayweather, there toward the end of his career, he left a lot of doubt that was so damn unnecessary because there ain't nobody could step in front of Mayweather. It would have beat him in that age period, in that age gap. Same thing with Canelo. He left so much doubt that didn't need to be. I wish he would have fought Jamal when Jamal was peaking. I wish he would have beat the shit out of Andrade, but he didn't for whatever personal reasons. And I wish he would fight Benavidez, but he's choosing to leave unnecessary doubt, to leave room for debates like this instead of just going in there and taking care of business. That's my problem with Canelo, the businessman. Canelo, the boxer, is fucking great. I'm not going to call him the best ever because I see things that I don't appreciate in boxing. I don't think Canelo has a great jab. I love a great jab. I don't think Canelo has the best footwork. I love great footwork. But I think Canelo's great at what he does. I've been to more Canelo fans.
What is he great at? What is he great at, JJ? You just mentioned two things that you don't like. Tell me what he great at.
Canelo is a great pressure fighter. He's great at coming forward. He's got a granite chin, one of the best chins we've seen in the last 30 years.
What about his counterpunching ability?
He had great counterpunching from 2016 to 2021. I haven't seen it. All right? You're stuck on
his footwork. His footwork not good.
There. His feet
who cut off the ring better than Canelo in boxing?
What do you mean? Canelo fights with feet in concrete buckets, bro.
Who cut off the ring better than Canelo in boxing?
Inoue? I mean, I can go all day. Virgil Ortiz.
Okay, Virgil?
Yeah, like there's a way to stalk. You can follow and stalk. Canelo follows and stalks you. Canelo don't cut the damn rings off. And especially he stopped doing it as he got older. And that's what I'm saying. I hope he realizes that Bud is a legitimate opponent and he brings out that old Canelo. Because if that old Canelo from 2016 to 2021 fights in front of Crawford, Crawford has no chance. Like, I don't see why you don't give. I'm saying that. I think if Canelo fights the way he has been fighting, Crawford does have a chance. How is that hating on Canelo?
I didn't say that. I'm saying you saying that I made a statement. You went off the rockets because I said Canelo was career is better than Mike Tyson. He more accomplished than Mike Tyson. It wasn't like I was falsifying nothing. That's the truth.
It's
And
crazy,
then
but
you
yeah,
no,
but
that's the truth, JJ.
that's your truth, my guy. Go put
No,
on a
that's
poll.
the
Go put on a poll
so
on social
so
media
so
and then
you so,
come back to me.
so you telling me that's not the truth? That he's not more accomplished than Mike
No,
Tyson?
man. No. Because the people who know. We know he had to beat he fought Callum Smith and Liam Smith and Rocky Fielding and Berlanga and Munguia. That for the real boxing fan, I don't have a reason to hate Canelo. I
But
want to love
Pinklon
Canelo.
Harrison, Larry Holmes, Flavian Sick, and Tony Tucker, and all them other guys, they were just an absolute truth. Okay, Jay.
They
I
were
think
champions. What do you
the
mean?
gaslight is crazy.
You crazy to me, man. He said, when was Jamal peaking when he fought Strong? I agree. That's why I wanted him to take that fight because everybody was saying Jamal will beat
That's
Canelo.
what he said. When was he peaking, JJ?
When he was in the conversations, when people wanted to see him against Canelo, when he was showing up saying, I'll take Canelo, that's when he was peaking. I don't think Jamal ever stood a chance against Canelo. Neither did Andrade. But has no good footwork. Just because he isn't fast with his feet doesn't mean he has bad footwork. Because he's fast with his feet. What are you saying? I didn't. All right, man. All right. Well, let's keep it moving. Well, since we're on the subject, this is the last part. Oh no, last part of this. God damn, Corey, we over talked that for a little bit.
We
Appreciate
overtalk
y'all.
Tank. We
We appreciate
overtalk Tank.
we appreciate those who are still tuning in. But check this out. Corey. So obviously, this is going to be the first fight with Canelo and Turkey's doing all his things that we're about to get to. Check this
Turkey
video
set
out.
Canelo up.
Check the video out. Canelo wants to hold his WBC strap. Turk said, nope, put it away. Turk said, nope, bro. Like, so the rumor is, and I guess now's a good time just to bring up the next topic, which was the Dana White thing. Turkey Al-Sheikh, Dana White, Nick Khan team up for new boxing promotion. And the rumors are that this Canelo Crawford fight could be the first fight under the new TKO partnership with Dana White, Turkey Al-Sheikh. So my first question to you, what do you make of Turkey shooing away the WBC strap? And then we'll pick back up on this Dana White thing. But anything to read into there? What are your thoughts?
I ain't like it, JJ.
Yeah, I don't even know how I feel about it, but I'm
I
okay.
ain't like it, JJ. Like I was thinking about this, and I understand, what Turkey is trying to immense, but it's like this across the pond, motherfucker trying to come over here and trying to dictate. Like the WBC. Now, this is what I don't like about Turkey, right? The WBC is the most prestigious belt, fam, that's ever been associated in boxing. Everybody wants that green belt. And for him to have that ugly ass Fast and Fury belt, the WBC belt, they got Ali on it, and who else on that belt, JJ?
His daddy, Jose Suleiman, and
Yeah,
yeah.
like I think that was malicious as it could come, and I think when I say I know we're in Dallas, but I want to say Houston, we have a problem.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that, Jay.
I'm worried, bro. I'm a little worried. Boxing Magic Mexide says Turkey said no problem. He didn't say no. No, dog. It was all the belts too. He didn't want none of the belts up there. He just wanted his in the middle. What do you mean? What do
He
you mean?
he's trying to dictate, Jay. I
Look,
don't like
at
this.
first he said that's cool, and he said no. What do you mean, dog? He didn't say no problem. Once he realized that's a belt, he said take that belt on somewhere else. No, I don't agree with you, Matt.
Uh,
Yeah, that was
JJ, I don't like that, cuz like Turkey's starting to overstep his boundaries with his bull crap now. I like what you're doing, Turkey, in boxing. I'm not gonna lie. But that move right there was Bush League, dude.
bro. Let's go back to the Carlos Adames fight. Like he's starting to show little signs that I just don't trust him, bro. Call me an old head if you want.
A
Call me a
dictator.
yeah. I don't trust what's going on. I don't necessarily care about like everybody talking about, oh, you've been in the need of Turk or you're selling your soul. Look, these guys are fighters. That's their job. You're gonna go put yourself in position to make the most money. Canelo's been doing it. Floyd did it. Like, all right, but when you start to mess with the integrity of the sport is when I kind of have a problem. We saw what happened with the Carlos Adames fight when he went to Shiraz. I always mess the dude's name up. Corner talking about you're down by 2. Now, whether he had knowledge of the official scores or whether he was just saying, hey, I think you're down by 2, kind of like when Mayweather did Tank, it's a terrible look for the man who's paying all the bills to be in somebody's corner showing favoritism. Then now this is this is an undisputed title fight. This is for all the belts. So it makes sense to have the belts up there because they're on the line. Look, if the goal is to eventually get rid of all of the belts, all right, okay, I guess. I don't even know how I feel about that. I'm not good or bad. I don't know yet. But this fight specifically is an undisputed fight. So what's so wrong with holding the belts?
And it's too many fighters, Jay. It's too many fighters. And I'm just real quick. It's too many fighters to try to take away all these belts. That means you're taking away opportunities from a lot of other guys, bro.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. There's 2 arguments to it, dog. Because honestly, as a fan of sport, right? Like it's confusing whenever like you're talking to a casual or say you're at work, right? And somebody says, hey, so who's the lightweight champ? And then you have to list 4 people. And then nowadays you have to list interim champs or a champs in recess. I get how that has become a problem too. I get how it's confusing. I get how it could be bad for business. But the idea of going to one belt, one champ, every division, it sounds cool, but how are we going to do that without shitting on promotional companies? I was talking to Boxing and Barbecue this week, and he made a good point. What about the people, like you said, it's kind of the same point. What if you're not a top 2 or 3 fighter? Like, what are you going to be chasing at that point? Like, when are you going to get your opportunity? So 4 belts does give people an opportunity to become undisputed, and that's like the ultimate title. So my first reaction is, instead of going to 1 belt, why don't we truly just keep 4 belts and not regular and all this shit? And then we truly chase undisputed every single time we put these fighters for unification. That's the answer. Not like you keep calling him a dictator and Jorge called him a dictator too. Like, I can see how it's good, but I can also see how it's bad. And then I can also see how it's bad if you're doing shady shit. And that thing with the Adames fight, bro, and the lead up to it, we were talking about it on Mr. Neutral show, how the flight and
he was the ambassador. He's the ambassador.
Yeah.
He's Saudi Arabia ambassador, JJ. And what this right there?
It's just another arc for boxing. Will it be good or bad for boxing? Only time will tell. Yeah.
No,
that's where I'm at.
I don't like it, JJ. And
we got to define what your definition of good is for boxing. Like,
at first, I was like, okay, I'm with this Dana White shit, but now I don't think I'm with it no more. Because I thought I would, because I love Dana White and what he do for the UFC, right? But boxing, is a total different sport, right? Where you got, and I don't think I like it no more. Like I'm open to it, but I don't think I like it to where
you got a back up feeling. You got to.
Yes, I don't like how Turkey Al-Sheikh, like, dude, come over here and make boxing great again. Don't be coming over here within 2 years and thinking you dictating shit. Now you thinking you a Saddam Hussein or one of them other dudes who was a terrorist. You like JJ, look how he be looking. Like I don't want to see you and your manicure fingers think. Yeah, I don't want to. I don't. JJ, I'm be honest. I like what he's doing for boxing, but just like I said, how I didn't like how he handled Canelo. Like, don't tell Canelo on that Canelo. He was always doing that. Like Turkey Al-Sheikh, come on, fam.
Hey, but why aren't you like? I mean, here's the thing, bro. It's money, dog. If you go to work and your job's giving you a big ass payday, and they're saying, "Hey, Take that TSB shirt for me off. And they're giving you a big bonus. It don't mean you don't love the Spit Bucket shirt. It don't mean you don't represent it. Listen,
No.
but they're giving you a fat ass bonus that's gonna change your
Hey,
life.
hey, JJ, Chucky Al-Sheik ain't even been in boxing long enough
I know,
to
dude.
think he can even make some rules and say, no, these belts ain't supposed to be in there. So I'm like, what the fuck is it undisputed fight for? If we ain't showing the belts, man.
Mm-hmm.
Now, and I get it. Now look, this should wake all the commissions up, you know, the IBF, WBA, you know, WBO and WBC, that should wake them up. But this is history we talking about. Right, you
Mm-hmm.
can't change the arc of history that's been golden, and you can come in and make it better. But when you're trying to sit up here and trying to stop like 4 different people from being champ, yeah, make them fight each other so they could become undisputed. But like, come on, dog. Like, oh, I'm scared. I don't know now, Jay.
Yeah, bro. And then again, the prospects and the up and comers, like when are they gonna get their shots? Like, look what happened with look what just happened with Lamont Roach, for example, right? And let's say he would have won that fight and got the nod or whatever. How would somebody like that have an opportunity if there's just one belt? It would have to be like constant tournaments, constant 4-man tournaments, constant giving everybody opportunities. But dog, there's so much work to do. Like you have not just like just think how difficult that would be to like buy out Golden Boy and Top Rank PBC just with the United States contracts, all the fighters that are under contract. But now you're talking about Matchroom. You're talking about all these other people across the pond. Like it just seems like a logistical nightmare. How are we going to start the road to one belt when all we have to do is just fix the current process? Let's get rid of some of the secondary belts and let's just make these fighters fight.
He gonna wear these fighters out too.
The big ones, like the big names.
He gonna because like I ain't saying you supposed to take a big fight every fight, JJ. Like like you supposed to take on a top competitor, but you should be able to take on the fight and then like because this is like Turkey, you ain't look like you ever took no punch to your face in your life, fam. So like I'm not with that. Oh, these guys, yeah, they need to fight everybody. They need to fight each other, but let's not brutalize these guys where you give a guy who can have a 6-year span, a 1.5 year, or 2 year span.
That too. Look how long these UFC fighters last. Oh, they don't last for shit. And I get it. Yeah, it's entertaining to put out the big fights all the time, but we have to remember these people aren't machines, dog. When you're fighting against a top competitor, you're not just showing up on a Saturday saying, "Hey, I'm here for the fight." You have to truly dig in for 6 weeks at least and sacrifice everything and be away from your family. So yeah, I don't have a problem with
And I'm with you. Boxing ain't UFC. That's where the fuck Turkey and Dana White need to get that shit right there. Because in UFC they got on them little bitty ass gloves. You could be ready for a big time fight. One punch, oh, he's got it there. You've been waiting all night to see this fight, and one punch he gone.
Mm-hmm. Now look, I'm gonna throw this up there, all right? Because there's something specific I want to read in here. So on their tweet, that when they first announced it, Turkey Al-Sheik and TKO have signed a multi-year, blah 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 blah. But here's the part where I'm hoping maybe this is what they're doing: a highly structured system to develop new talent from around the world, access for all boxers to the UFC Performance Institute. But it sounds like maybe this is just going to be some sort of D League. Maybe they're just going to develop prospects. At that point, I don't have much of a problem with
Dana White ain't getting the boxing to get prospects. This motherfucker is a multi-billionaire. He getting the boxing to take over. This ain't gonna be no prospect league, Jay.
Well, here's the problem, though, Corey. Here's the problem. If Dana White's talking about his mindset, right? What is the most talked about thing about the UFC and their fighters? And what's the biggest issue with Dana White?
He don't pay his fighters.
All right. What's Turkey doing? He's doing the exact opposite. Dana White's running a business. He's saying, I care about profit margins. I'm not going to pay any one of these guys too much. Turkey Al-Sheik don't give a shit about profit. He don't give a shit. He's maxing out every fighter. So how in the hell are they going to meet?
Remember, I want you to remember this. PBC was doing the same thing, remember?
Dishing out big money?
At first, remember? Turkey out of seat. Like JJ, you
But they
play
have
your card.
it's not the same though, Corey. They have
No,
unlimited money and they don't care. Their objective is to make Saudi Arabia, the kingdom, the landing spot for the world for entertainment. That's all they care about. They don't care about, bro. They've been losing millions. They don't care about how much money they lose every event, and that's what's.
JJ,
It's like playing
JJ.
poker with somebody who just keeps going all in, all in, all in. That
I
shit.
get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. But as a business person, you ain't gonna keep losing that money like that. See, you play your card, right? It's like playing poker, right? You play your card, you reel people in for a couple of years. Then all of a sudden, boom,
Hit them with the PBC.
new chains, new chains. JJ, I see this a mile away. I see it. They gonna flood them with money at first to make it look right. 3, 4 years down the road,
Hit them with that Dana White,
it's
money.
it's changing, bro.
Because you're right, bro. At some point, you can't just keep losing money, even though you say you have unlimited money. Like at some point, you want to make something back, right? Like I get what I just said about being the entertainment capital of the world, blah blah blah. But I mean, at some point, you don't want to just be putting on events and going through all this shit for nothing to lose money. So if bringing in Dana White is so we can start figuring out how to pay these guys where it makes sense, I get it. But here's what we're gonna see: we're gonna see fighters fighting more than twice a year. We're gonna see fighters taking way less money. If it's Dana White's business model. How in the hell is Turkey going to adapt to Dana White's cheap ass business model? That's why I don't understand.
Oh no, he's gonna adapt to it because he see it work. He like, oh Dana, I'm going to trick the public. I'm going to trick them for a few years. And then everything you do here at the UFC, we're going to incorporate that into the new program we have. You like new program we have, Dana? I think the new program will work. All we have to do is show them the money in the thing right now. They'll all run through it, Dana. Then boom, pop goes the
Do you think
whistle.
that's the game plan?
Yeah, I do.
But bro,
And I was arguing with Joseph about this tonight. I was like, give it a chance. And now I'm changing my mind since I'm thinking about, like that video I just seen, bro. Like, I don't like that. Don't disrespect our sport like that. Like, a
Mhm.
lot of great champions done held their belt. Like, you can't, like, I don't give a damn. You from Saudi Arabia. You didn't create boxing, dude. Don't come over here and shit on the sport. Didn't America create boxing, JJ?
Yeah, us or England shit. I would
But I'm
probably
saying,
say England. I don't
but
know.
but he didn't create boxing. The aura about it. Now you can come make boxing like you said, make it better. But we look at that WBC belt, even the WBA, WBO, IBF, them that means something. Like come and fix the situation. Don't say mm-mm in front of the world. And JJ, he did it with no curve about it.
Here's what I will say to that though, and it's kind of a response, almost an agreement. Um, Sorry, man, I'm far away from the screen. Bam Bam Lynch. The reason boxing can't be UFC is because one loss and people think you're trash. And that's kind of going to my point. Like, we can't sit here and complain. You know why? Especially American boxing public, especially American boxers, because we did this to ourselves by throwing to Bam point, by throwing fighters in the trash when they lose, by stealing pay-per-views, by protecting your fighter and every decision he makes and not holding our fighters accountable, our favorite fighters, the Tank Davises, the Shakur Stevenson, all of them, for picking and choosing and trying to navigate instead of just fighting the best. Like, that happens here in the United States more than anywhere. It's this sense of entitlement. It's the fans saying, we don't got to pay for that shit. I don't like it. You're stealing. All right. It's like what other scenario do you say, hey,
They did make us like that though, JJ.
they did it, but it was a little bit of both, bro. When streaming
It
started,
was.
yeah, it was a catch 22. So yeah, you can say this, and then I'll go back to Mayweather. Like Mayweather said, with a bold look on his face, I mastered when it comes to legalized bank robbery, I'm the king. And what he meant by that is, look, I can set up fights with nobodies, and we still have to force you to pay pay-per-views. And I don't mean nobodies, but I mean not the top elite competition. So all of that, man. And all of us buying Mayweather's pay-per-views when he was fighting nobodies. And I know I said don't steal the fights, but it's like a catch-22. Do you want to pay all this money to fight Mayweather, see Mayweather fight Andre Berto? Probably not. Canelo fight Edgar Berlanga? Probably not. But boxing did this to us. We did this to them. And here we are. Now here we are huffing and puffing because somebody else, Jake Paul, came in here doing YouTube shit. Now Turkey came in here. There were giant holes in our prize, our love for boxing, but there were giant holes. And now other people with money are taking advantage. We have to shut up now. We put us
And
in
then,
this situation.
and then how Turkey just disrespect William Skull when he asked a question during the press conference. Hey, Canelo, basically you got to take care of this one because you got the big match in September. Canelo dismissed him quick.
That's good,
Ca-
man. Yeah.
Canelo dismissed him quick. Like, man, I'm not thinking about no fight in September. I got to fight with William Skull. I always prepare for my opponents 100%. That's why I'm saying, and look, JJ, I don't trust Turkey no more. Like, JJ, look what he did with his fighter who was from his country. JJ, people about to start looking at this right now. Now, look, I ain't make, look, I'm glad to see it, right? Because it's gonna be a lot more boxing. We're gonna be able to
Yeah.
see what's new going on. But do I trust it? I'm not on that deep end right now. Trust with it right now. Like I
I'm with
like him putting on fights, but that was a little malicious saying push that WBC belt out the way.
I'm
That
right there with
means he trying to watch Mauricio Sula. You sitting there to drink with Mauricio.
Oh, I had a lot of drinks
Mauricio,
with
cool motherfucker, ain't he?
Mauricio.
He a cool motherfucker, ain't he,
I
Jay?
tried to go shot for shot, bro, with the dude that's from Mexico. We were drinking tequila all night. I had to call Amanda to come pick my ass up, bro, because he won that battle.
He washed your
He
ass.
wanted me real bad. Let's see these comments. Boxing Magic says, good thing Turkey doesn't own the fighters. Any fighter could deny Turkey anytime. I agree, but you know what
Can
they
they?
say
For
about
right now. For
money
right
talk?
now.
Yeah, right
Hey,
now. Yeah,
JJ. They
right
starting to
now.
bring that series on.
Yeah,
Right.
you have to sign an 8-year contract if you want this money. Just watch, bro. It's gonna get weird, bro. It's gonna get weird. Let's hear. Canelo ain't gonna look past anyone. I agree. I hope not. Turkey just a fan with access to mega funds, man. And dog, we'll see, man. We'll see. But you see how much Turkey likes this. Everybody praising him, and all Turkey's putting the fights together. And I agree, but I just wish that we could do it without that. And it's gonna
He need
take,
to get these fights to us for free though.
huh?
Because what he just did with that last crescendo, the 45,000 ain't gonna kick it, sir. He need to give if he really trying to do something, well, I respect it. Stop charging us for these fights, Turkey. Get the American audience back, like our mama and daddies and them had it, JJ, when they was watching the Wild World of Sports with Cosell on there. Give it to us for free. That'll bring the fans in, and don't you want the natural audience to be able to know these guys? Because they knew all them guys from the Roberto Duran to the
Mm-hmm.
Sugar Ray Leonard to the Tommy Hearn. They knew all them guys because Wild World of Sports put them in front of a large audience to see, just like the NFL do.
Well, look what MVP's doing with Netflix.
Yep.
And that's smart. That's smart. Like minimal cost. And you're
I
right.
think Canelo versus oh boy on Netflix now.
No, it ain't gonna be. No, that's MVP shit. I don't. No, I don't think it's. I don't know.
I think that's what Joe. I'm not
I
sure.
thought it was gonna be on the zone. But one more thing I was gonna say about hold on. What were we talking about? We said, oh, I think the solution, man, and it's too late now because Turkey's gone, but it requires, like you said, these ridiculous pay-per-views, and I'm gonna throw the blame on PBC there, like pay-per-view for everything. Come on, man. Like even De La Hoya and them would have fights that were on regular HBO if it wasn't a super fight. PBC started putting anytime Tank fought, or anytime Mayweather, like anytime they fought, regardless of their opponent, on pay-per-view. So it's gonna take some budging from the networks, the promotional companies, and then the fighters too, dog. Like you ain't gonna make 10, 15, 20 million dollars a fight, especially in today's climate where you could still fight. And then the American public, and I'm picking on America because I feel maybe it's because we're here, but I feel like we damn near brag about it. When they put up a fight that costs $25, I know I'm not saying everybody should always have 25 on them, but at least try, man. Like everybody, if we love the sport, from fighters to managers to promoters to networks to fans,
We're
we all
privileged.
we all have to give up a little bit. We all have to sacrifice a little bit. And
But can they bend for us? Can Turkey and them bend for us as
why would
fans?
he? Why would he?
No,
He
no,
created the problem.
no. What I'm saying is he see what the problem is going on. Turkey, I ain't saying you can't put fights on pay-per-view, but lead us in the right way of the put the fights on pay-per-view that's supposed to be on pay-per-view. JJ, I'm not gonna lie. Like Canelo is a big star. That's the only thing, the reason why he should be on pay-per-view. But that's really not a pay-per-view matchup. If he was smart, he would give that fight to the whole world for free, JJ.
Mm-hmm. More
That
people to
would,
watch.
yeah, he should give that to us for free, bro. Like, and I ain't saying he should, but the big time fights, when you got big fights, okay, put that on pay per view. But all these other guys, give it to us for free, so the casual fans could really get to know these guys. Put series on TV and YouTube and Netflix. Give us inside with these guys. Do all that stuff.
Nope. But no, instead, he's coming in and swinging all that money. And bro, it money talks. It makes the world go round. And like you said, this guy's new to boxing. We don't know what his intentions are, bro. We don't know anything. And everybody, like this, I will say, like you got Bud Crawford hugging on Teofimo. You have people putting their past issues behind. So that means Dana White and De La Hoya are going to be in the same room soon. And all of a sudden, everybody's just going to be just fine with it because
Oh,
everybody.
when you talk about putting their issues behind, you see that picture of B Hop with
Yeah.
Bill Hank.
And Bill Haney, like, and it's all in the name of money. Oh no, I don't. No, that wasn't that racist anymore because we getting paid. Oh, B Hop and Bill Haney. Oh, those words weren't too bad. You can call me whatever. You can call me Django and all that, all you want, because we getting paid. Dana White, Oscar De La, like everybody's putting everything behind them in the name of money, and that's what scares me, bro.
Is it the name of money, or is it the name of? Are they trying to do the right thing? It could be both.
It both could be. We've heard Oscar for the longest. B Hop has told us so many times, like all we want, and this is when the cameras weren't rolling. All we want is to put on the good fights. That's all we want. We want to work with other promoters. It sounds like a good idea, but oh man, dog. Oh man. But anyways, man. Hey, appreciate you tuning in, Jorge. He's out for the night. But yeah, Correa, that's all I got for the night, bro. We overstayed our welcome a little bit, but we got some good shit off our
I'm
chest.
not. One thing, well, yeah, I guess we could look forward to that. We ain't got to really talk. We ain't got to really talk about it. No, I was what they say.
Everyone sold out to Turkey, and they don't even know him. Yeah, man, it's crazy, including your boy, dog. Like I never thought Canelo would sell out to Turkey, dog.
Hey, you getting 100 M's a fight?
I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it. We work for money. That's Canelo's job.
Hey, but Jason, I can't wait for us. I can't wait for us to do a show because, like, we're gonna have to have a full show on this to go about the two fights, and then the next fight that's rumored to be happening in Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano.
Oh
Like,
no, it's done deal.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to pull out a show and break down them two fights, bro, because it's a lot of controversy surrounding them two fights. I'm not gonna lie. I thought Katie Taylor won.
Toronto.
I thought she won both fights.
Me too.
I thought Katie Taylor won both fights.
And by the slimmest margin, like,
Yeah.
but in the same breath, like Amanda was way more active. I get that. I liked Katie Taylor to work more. I would not have been mad had they given it to Amanda Serrano twice. They were excellent fights. I know we said we're not gonna talk too much about it. How you feel real quick though? Like it's almost turning into like Marquez Pacquiao for me. Like great fights, but I don't need to see it again. It's copy and paste from the last fight, but I'm good without seeing it. I've seen everything I need to see from the first two. They're evenly matched. I don't see anything being different in the third fight.
I just don't think I want to agree with you, but I can't because my thirst ain't quenched yet, right? Because I can see the compassion and I can have empathy for the Serrano team and their fans because, like you said, I could easily see where they could have gave Serrano both of them fights, right? So I think a third fight is well deserved. My thirst ain't quenched on that. I think this will be the final fight right here where my thirst will be quenched. I think it's a rightful trilogy, even though KD got both fights the first time. It could have went either way, but I think this fight is deserving to quench everybody's thirst around the world. This is show, and JJ, just think about it. It may be a fourth fight
I know,
if
dog. That's what
if
I'm saying.
but JJ, think about it. These are look quadruple. Like we would need something. And then what you call a five fights? What you call it, Corey?
The fifth
What you
fight?
call? I'm just saying. You know how they say.
I would call that
Uh,
overkill. I would call that, please, man. We don't need to see that shit again.
yeah,
But I agree. It's good action, but I hope we see something different this time. Like they need to get to the lab and say, we did this shit for 20 rounds. Let's try something different. Because obviously he's gonna get the same results. But we'll see, dog. We'll see.
yeah, we'll see, man.
Hey, all right, bro. Well, great show, episode 88 in the books. We appreciate the chat, man. The y'all putting in some good stuff. And don't forget, please, if you like the show, please like, please subscribe, please hit that notification bell. We sure would appreciate it. It means the world to us, and it's free for y'all just to hit the like button, man. It's free for y'all to subscribe. So please, if you're watching on IOTBA's channel, please switch on over to Spit Bucket real quick and follow us before you log out. And we appreciate y'all. Follow us all on all our social medias. Twitter, Facebook, IG, TikTok, all the good stuff.
Yeah, we need everybody to run that up. Please run that up. We do so great on every other social media platform. And the one thing I don't got is no I can't or I quit in my vocabulary. I will not stop until we get YouTube booming, like all our other social medias are booming. So we really appreciate everybody who watch her. And I just please tell you to tell a friend, to tell a friend, tell a friend, to come to the Spit Bucket Podcast on YouTube and join the gang.
Yes, sir. All right, Corey. You have a good night, dog. Talk to you soon, my boy.
This is JJ Solomon.
This from Ray Bradshaw, Mr. RTBA. Mr. Lee Boys can't touch me on my worst day. And this is the Spit Bucket Podcast.